Pretty decent.
Good.
Not to play some D&D. So
Yeah, totally. We're down a couple players. Obviously, we're down Josh. So no Nolo this evening. He's here in spirit, and as is Kevin. So
no combat tonight.
We're down to tank, so no fighting. Everybody be real polite to the NPCs.
yeah.
Choose our ready to tank.
Just gained a level. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Everyone
We did all
one
just
level in
level up.
barbarian, right?
Everybody rage.
We all go into a rage.
The party would like to rage.
We all just hype each other up.
Oh my god.
That gets on his own.
Oh,
To keep rage, you just have to keep punching each other, right? Is that how it works?
I think that's how that works.
you're just standing on the sidelines, like waiting for your turn, like, raging.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's get the show on the road. Huh? Cool.
All right.
Let's do this. Okay.
All right, hats on, guys. Hats on.
So, last time, you guys had an epic battle inside of a volcano. Where you leapt from platform to platform, fighting off guards and archers and Esmeralda. You have subdued most of them by throwing them into lava and watching their bodies burn alive and then separate.
Yes, you do.
We're the good guys.
We're the good guys. We're the good guys. The good guys. We're the good guys.
They were weak. The here liked it.
They started.
They started it.
In our defense, they were an evil army.
After the climactic part of the battle, Esmeralda, sandwiched between two floating platforms, faced off against Anolo, Windstar, and Ander. She surrendered her weapon, and after some other dialogue afterwards, has agreed to atone for her past crimes, such as they are, and as a result of that, her alignment has changed. Also, with Windstar, he brought you back to this sort of inner sanctum with this bronze dome ceiling and a silver reflecting pool in the center, and that's kind of where you guys had a lot of the dialogue. And you recounted the events that transpired. There are, just to remember, there is your airship still stationed on the lip of the volcano above you, and Esmeralda has 3 ships docked on the side of the beach, well, just outside of the off in the ways in the water, because they're larger ships. You have to take small ships in, but they are sailing ships. They are not airships. Okay, just so we're all clear. And she did say that the only people left of her army or her contingent were Alphonse, who she points to, kind of just just like this dude,
And this guy.
and just the crews of the ships which are left. Everyone else who was part of her strike force were either killed by you or have gone missing or have been presumably killed by the other defenses of Windstar in the volcano, which included flame elementals, Azers, and earth elementals, as you saw them roll up or burn up the mountain. So that's kind of, we are going to pick up pretty much where we left off. You guys were in the middle of a discussion about what to do next. There was the option of taking on or learning more about this dragon, I guess, plot that is being unfolded. There was also the matter of going back to Cliff Null, perhaps, to either save Gimble's dad and or repair or complete your airship. Or there's probably what's the third option?
We need to save Buick.
Oh,
I
then
mean,
there's-
he's dead,
yeah.
but I kind of want to save him.
10 days. 10 days. We just gotta keep it in
And then
mind.
there's Buick.
Gotta keep that
Okay.
in our heads.
So, inside the sanctum, the bronze ceiling kind of flickers, and there's this redness about it. That just kind of is part of the volcano. The silver pool kind of lolls like a waterbed, and Windstar looks around at all of you. He goes, "If you'll excuse me, I've got to check on my people, so you guys can chat to Wayne." He kind of just turns his head a little bit, and you see sparks kind of shoot out his nose. "I'll be back to check on you folks on the flip side."
That is one cool unicorn.
So he stands up and he rears up, and the flames emerge around, and there's this kind of vertical column of blue flame emerges, and he teleports out.
But oh,
Okay, that's just a little ostentatious, really.
you're welcome.
You're just jealous, Andrew.
It was cool.
It was cool. It was super. It was super cool.
That was super cool.
Wow.
Okay, what are you doing?
So we find a tavern.
We should
Rest?
Rest.
It would be nice to rest, but can we do it on the boat? Or
While
the ship,
traveling. That was, I think, why we needed to decide now where we're going, because we can rest on the
Yeah,
boat
we need
while
to
going
set
in that
our
direction.
destination.
Wayne's still here, though, right?
Wayne
she
is
didn't
still
get
here.
beamed up with.
Nope.
No, okay.
Not to mention, we need to figure out what we want to do with Esmeralda.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have Esmeralda with us, and we have the body of Buick that we need to handle. Plus, it's impending dragons. I mean, it's not Dungeons and Puppies.
Traveling around with prisoners. We've never done anything like that before.
You don't have to sleep.
That's true.
Plus, I mean, if they get too troublesome, they can just be your next, midnight snack. Lawful good.
Yeah. Okay.
Again,
One of those prisoners is my,
X.
is Esmeralda. I don't think I want her eaten. I don't think I want her eaten. Do I? No, I don't want her eaten.
The breakup wasn't that bad.
So, Wayne, I need to ask. We should ask Wayne what they could do, because maybe they can deal with the prisoners and stuff. There's all these sailing ships.
they
too.
are the Nine Blades.
And they're the Nine Blades, and we don't necessarily
Jeez,
have to be
Nine
responsible for everything. Maybe Wayne can help us with something here.
Yeah.
You guys think that's a good place to start? See what Wayne can take off our hands?
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's a city and a dragon. I don't know if we got enough swagger to make a difference in Cliffnall. I mean, we could try. We can go in there and we can try to be convincing and try to bring peace back. And I think, I don't know. I don't have a good idea of that. We don't know where the dragon is, but that seems like it would be a little bit more in our.
Would Esmeralda know?
We asked her last time. She didn't know.
Cliffnall was the one we stole the airship from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the racist town.
That's the magic band place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they saw us, we'd get laser beamed.
What if we just asked Wayne, what now? Because do we even know what she wanted to do after all of this? Because that kind of took precedent over all her current plans. So what were we supposed to do after this this revolution or whatever, where it ended up being revealed to the government? Correct?
Well, I don't know if that's entirely true. I mean, we don't know what they know.
I mean, her plan was originally the Nine Blades' goal is to
Wait a minute.
basically free the people.
Using Esmeralda's army. Now that doesn't necessarily change. Now that's actually possible. That's actually a good thing, because what we get rid of, she's with us now, so we can use Esmeralda and her whatever she has to help take over Cliffnall and get rid of the bad king and prince.
Let's just say we go near the army and she just doesn't yell out, "Help me," and suddenly we're in a...
She changed alignment.
Are we sure? Do we
Yes.
in character know that?
She got sniffed.
She got sniffed, yeah.
Okay.
An old
Yeah.
snifter.
We put her to an alignment
Well,
test.
Andrew will stay next to her and be responsible for her.
So in my travels, I've seen good do a lot of a wide range of things in the name of good.
Accidents happen too.
Do you understand what I'm
Can't
saying?
just be good overnight.
No, not him.
I was evil first.
But there has been, there's a lot of things that could be ungood for us or what we think is good that she might find a positive.
Wayne,
Yes.
what would you like to see happen in Cliffnall?
I would like to see the king and his family removed from power.
And who would replace them as the head of government?
I do not know.
So you don't even have candidates?
You guys want to run a city?
I could.
Things we aren't qualified for.
Who needs fighting? Let's do politics.
We'd be administrators. We'd be perfect for it. We have no qualifications.
Ooh. Political commentary tonight. Fantastic.
And suddenly men with suits started coming in.
Wayne speaks up. She says, I imagine that the other politicians in the city have a set of laws and regulations and rules that would be upheld in the case this family were eliminated or removed. There are good people still in Cliffnall, and it is my belief that the current royal family is under the sway of something. I cannot pinpoint what, but there has been a departure in the behavior, particularly in the king, in the past several years that has been unlike him.
Interesting.
Just quick off the table. Is this a constitutional monarchy or an absolute?
Oh.
It's not a constitutional per se. There are other authorities involved, mostly religious factions, that have sway and power and I guess notoriety. It's not a theocracy per se.
So theocratic monarchy?
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Fancy.
Fancy words.
In what religions were rooted?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
man, a
that's
whole
right.
bunch.
A
I
bunch.
can refresh your memory.
The evil ones were out at a get-go,
Well, okay.
and a bunch
They
of
had
good
just
ones.
announced that they were
Sune
kicking
was the
out.
most recent one.
Yeah, Sune.
Which instantly makes them evil.
And
Sorry.
whoever it is that gnomes
Jerks
generally.
at the very least.
So it
Who
was.
kicks out the goddess of love?
I know, right?
And like every gnome.
And
Swear.
like every gnome. Yeah.
Personally offended.
Yeah. As you should be.
Other band deities are Lyra, Mask, Shar, Timora, Joaquin, Sune, Garl Glittergold, Avandra, Sehanine, and Corellin.
Yeah. That's right.
And then there's all the magic banning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't do illusion, enchantment, transmutation, or conjuration. It's illegal.
9.
Yes. And on a personal note, Gimbal, who he and his crew both just did us a really big solid today, his father is imprisoned right now. I
In
think
the city.
in the city.
But going back to the city in this airship means getting zapped, pew-pewed by
we
that
can't
thing
go in the
again. We
airship.
can't get there in the airship.
What if we don't ride the airship all the way to the city? We land it outside of the city where we don't get zapped, and then proceed.
How do we get back in the city? We snuck in the first.
That one guy got away too. He knows what
Wayne?
we look like, maybe.
Wayne's got, I don't know what Wayne has at the city anymore.
We-
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He asks questions funny sometimes.
Yes. Sorry.
It would be nice to get back to see what is left. The loss of Buick is a hard one, and I have not had a chance yet to mourn. He was valued, and I hope the other soldiers have made it back in time. I know I still have Hector and a few others in places of prominence or at least accessibility to inner divine sanctums, but I do need to check in to see what is left. As far as passageways and ways about the city, I'm fairly sure that a few are still open, but given the massive amount of soldiers that we saw descend upon our forces, I can imagine that most of our places are now unsecure.
Do you have a rally point outside of the city?
Or better,
Yes.
better yet, someplace to store an airship.
I do not have a warehouse that large. The largest warehouse I think you saw had the gold.
Right.
But our rally point is that home, that farmstead, with my trusted friend Chorok.
You said that the family just started acting weird all at once. Was that around the same time that they started going after magic items?
The obsessive hunt for magic items has been Prince Vargas's modus operandi for the past few years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he tried to hire us at one point.
She kind of looks at you with her sparkling pink eyes and raises an eyebrow.
Was it Staff of Time or something?
Rod of
Rod of
Chiasmus! Ned reaches
Chiasmus.
into one of her pockets and like opens up the map and shows. Like, look at this! It's pretty cool, huh?
She
We
looks-
went here, and there was a dragon in there. He gave me this vest,
We almost controlled time itself with magic.
and then we broke it
Well, we didn't break it. We let somebody else break it.
on purpose.
For
was-
safety reasons.
She was kind of like a big deal.
Titania.
She gave us these brooches.
And
Metal.
she looks at them. She sees a small cosmos on your chest. She goes, well, there certainly is more to you than meets the eye.
I know. Roll out.
I could do that maybe someday.
Oh my gosh.
And
Minor illusion.
she looks at the map and she looks at everything, and her eyes just go wide. That this is kind of a baffling moment for her, and the fact that she is now in the midst of seasoned adventurers who have done amazing things is kind of registering with her at this moment.
We're pretty cool.
Well, yeah, not that the fact that volcano battle didn't actually just change her mind, or make her reconsider her opinion of you.
We're not just talk.
That's true.
There's a lot of that.
There it is.
Yes. It seems that you are well traveled, and I have heard of the myth of the Rod of Chiasmus, or the Staff of Chiasmus. I did not know it to be fact. Funny thing how that works.
Now it's gone now. We didn't think anybody should wield that sort of power.
That is wise.
But he's been pursuing these items even before there was a change in the family.
Prince Vargas has been a thorn or a black sheep, as it were, in this family. He's always been a little bit peculiar. The king, from much of his career, was fine. I would not say benevolent, but I say he was mostly tolerant of people, and over time has changed.
Is it possible that the prince is somehow manipulating the rest of the family? And
It is possible.
because I could see wanting to have a whole bunch of cool stuff and not letting other people have access to that kind of thing. Like, you guys can't do magic, but I've got all the cool things. Like I get that.
She has a lot of things.
I do. I love
So, I've got kind of a plan.
things. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Shoot.
So there were 9 religions that were kicked out of Cliftonall. So presumably they have some pretty high level priests. They all were kicked out separately, without thinking about aligning together. So we would have at least 9 higher level priests, and maybe they have some foot soldiers. Maybe they have some troops.
They're believers.
They're believers.
Mm-hmm.
We got the gnomes. Forgot about the gnomes for a second.
Oh,
I'm not sure what they could.
Offended.
I was thinking of martial abilities, but maybe they could lend a mechanical aspect to it. We have whatever's left of the 9 blades. We have us. And,
Potentially some of Esmeralda's army.
yeah.
Although we really would need to see what, because it's not just her leading that army. She still answers to someone, right?
The dragon.
Esmeralda? Yeah.
Yes, I am still in the room. How nice of you to finally address me. and no, I am the general. I am the top dog, as it were. And I do need to get back.
Or what happens?
The army falls into disarray, and all power and all the gains that we have garnered over the past year or two, poof. I do not trust my lieutenants to take charge, to handle the army. We have hired out mercenaries, and now our standing army and our mercenary army are not even, but we hired some good mercenaries.
What would you do if you went back?
I would not wage war as much.
As much.
Where would you wage war?
Let me correct. I misspeak. I'm still getting used to this new perspective. I would go back and try to set right the wrongs I have committed. I would feed the hungry, clothe the naked. I would, all the towns that I have brutalized and terrorized, I would try to make amends with.
Can we do insight checks to see how
You
honest
can.
she is?
I'm just gonna do it because it'll be fun. Oh yeah.
21.
I got a dirty 1. So -2 minus 1 is 1.
15.
13. No.
18.
Okay.
21.
21. I
Okay,
trust
so-
Snow's sense of
Who
other
rolled?
people.
Did everybody roll?
Yeah.
And we have 1, 2, okay,
15.
15. Okay, yeah, so between Ender and Two-Third and Snow and Tyrael, you guys get the impression that she is being sincere, that she does want to go back and help, but at the same time that some of the things that she's saying, you don't believe she might be able to live up to.
Talking a big game that she wants to get better but doesn't know if she really
She
is.
might not have those tools in her wheelhouse just yet. You
Right.
Know?
Like, if you can't necessarily go and rebuild
mean-
an entire city or something, or
I mean, the
also,
one thing she knows is combat and war.
There's also influence
so.
from perhaps dragons.
With,
And she also, and she says, well, if you bring up dragons, the Zindarth is going to be very angry.
Good. And you're a dragon. Awesome. Totally cool.
Zindarth, Lord of Flame.
That's the red one?
Yes.
And his goal was to take over everything using you. Basically. Him and the other dragons.
Yes.
so he might come pay you a visit for failure?
Yes.
What if we do? What if you send your armies to help Cliffnall and ally instead of conquer? Making friends is really nice, you know. What if you make friends with Cliffnall?
Well,
Cliffnall against us?
yeah, I'm saying that. I was thinking of using her army as part of one of our prongs of
Dethroning.
neutralizing the current royals.
Yeah, we've kind of got
What
a
is
government
happening?
to overthrow right
I need
now.
coffee.
Tyrael.
What would you say to roll for a check on like knowledge of red dragons? So like Arcana or
You can do
or
Arcana
Nature?
or Nature, whatever. is higher.
Okay, so I want to do an Arcana check and see what I know.
Can I give him advantage?
You can give him advantage, yeah.
Okay, so that's a.
Your advantage roll, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
11 or a natural
Nat 20. Jesus. All right.
Okay,
Nice. Thank you.
so
My dad was one, you know.
yeah, you're talking to the expert over here. So you have a little side with Snow, and Snow's like pointing to stuff on his claws, and he's talking to you about dragons, red dragons in particular. You know, red dragons are the most narcissistic of all the red dragons, or of all the chromatic dragons. They have this megalomania that is unparalleled. And they are brutal, they are cruel, and they obviously they reside in either very high climates or mountainous regions or very, very warm places. So volcanoes or deserts or other places like that, or just craggy mountains that are kind of more of a hot climate. Red dragons obviously they breathe fire. They have immunity to fire damage. They have all the typical ancient dragon things, including incredibly thick scales, immunities to certain conditions. Actually, no. Do they have them? I think it's just fire. They have breath weapons and claws and fightful presence, and and they are, this just sort of game speaking. They are legendary creatures, so they have a set of legendary actions, and they can fly pretty fast. They cannot burrow though.
Oh, that's so useful.
Thank goodness.
Fight underground.
The mole dragon. Suddenly.
Well,
We have time to hover that.
Well, when you guys fight the white dragon, they can burrow.
Great.
What's
Yay!
So. When we left
It's
the
not Dungeons and Other Evils. I'm sorry.
when we left the Feywild, there was mention of these 4 people we had to see to prevent the whole plane
The
from.
Guardian.
I
Yeah, the
think
Guardians.
it was 4 unicorns.
So
We met one.
is that more important than this stuff that we're talking about? Because maybe we're losing track of what's really important, you guys.
What if they're connected?
Dragon, get it.
Just as a quick aside, how long has it been since we left Nushin? Like 2 months in game?
I don't know if it's even quite been that long
Oh, I
necessarily.
don't think so. Since we left Newsham?
Yeah.
We left
Like-
Newsham, then we traveled for a week. We got to that little town. Mordo died
There
within
was a lot
another
that's
week.
happened, though.
Those
That-
are like day trips
All
back and forth.
that had to be like
couple
at
day
least 10 days, right?
It's been maybe a month.
I'd say maybe 1 month. I don't know about 2.
I would put it at between 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
2 or 3
yeah.
weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
You do
Yeah.
a lot in 2, 3.
Yeah. Well, we're busy people.
Saving the worlds.
Full-time job.
All time. All time. No downtime for the Outlaw.
Well, we should get some downtime pretty soon. Maybe.
Oh, hell no.
All right. We need to get going. We can't stand here and debate this for too long. There's people's lives
So,
and stuff.
What's
to
the
deal
bigger threat? Dragons plotting to destroy everything, or
I think maybe.
which threat can we handle too? That's I guess something to.
Yeah, we don't know anything about where the dragons are or what to do to stop them. Is that right?
This almost
Yeah.
sounds like kind of
much.
the 2 birds with 1 stone thing. I think maybe the unicorns were kind of dealing with this, and we've just kind of come about to it again.
The gem, right? That was a fire
Big
world
gem.
or something? Is
Yeah.
that-
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
that
seal.
right?
Plane
It's
of
a
fire.
portal to
Yeah.
the
fire elemental plane.
Yeah, the gem that resides at the center of the volcano is the protective device that's keeping the gate closed to the elemental plane of fire.
But Esmeralda said that was probably just a distraction.
From the real.
What's the Esmeralda? What's the real threat?
The when I was to kill Windstar,
Keep hearing that too.
the gem was to fall into the magma and really open the gate, and Hanush the Cruel was to come forth with his armies to distract the armies of Briga and Angshire, while my army and Zindar's and the other dragons attacked from the outside.
To take over both Briga and
Correct.
oh,
All the land grab. Yeah.
spread out the enemy so that you can conquer them easier. Yep.
So,
But that's not happening anymore.
well, I mean, there's still a bunch of dragons out there. So it's just a matter of time before they put another plan together.
Also, Clifton and Briga are still at each other's throats.
No. Briga is the kingdom we're in, right? Isn't it?
You are outside the kingdom of Briga. You're on the sort of northwestern coast of Angshire. So like, Briga is this kind of circular thing in the center, and Angshire has a little tip on the top that hooks back down.
Okay, Cliftonall is in
Briga.
So Angshire is where our starting town was, right?
No, Briga was.
No, Briga.
Oh,
Yeah, that was.
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you guys got the mission to go from Prince Verges to go to Newsham to find out the staff of Cadmus.
But Newsham's part of Briga.
Yeah, no, Newsham is part of Angshire.
Yeah, Newsham's in Angshire.
All
It's a lot harder when you're not looking at the map.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't have the map, sorry.
Do I?
I need to print it out. I just don't have it.
We have that.
Oh yeah, this isn't enough.
Yeah, that one's a
This is
close
just
up.
Ellery.
That's
That's
just
That's just a close
So
up.
you said
Ellery
they're
and
at each
surrounding
other's throats?
environs.
Yeah, remember they were forming soldiers at the border between
Uh-huh.
Briga and
There's probably about.
It might just be an arms
Esmeralda's
race
army.
or something. Yeah.
That was just Esmeralda's army that
'Cause they-
was
they were the
coming
new
in.
threat.
That was the incoming threat, I thought.
Yeah, that's what was my impression. I need a cup of coffee because I'm yawning.
Yeah, that's what we said too. A little coffee,
I couldn't.
kickstart the brain power.
I know I sent it to you via email, but I didn't print it. That was a long time ago, though. Nope, sorry, folks.
Yeah, that's
That's okay.
I have to update it anyway.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's freezing, no matter what we do.
I don't feel like we can make a right decision, honestly. Like from an outside perspective, there's like everything has its downside. Like if we get distracted with this dragon thing and it turns out that we really needed to go talk to those unicorns and we saved the dragon thing and then suddenly like Shadowfell merges with our plane and well, like who the heck knows what's gonna happen?
well,
Material.
I think they're one and the same because you got to figure the events of Newsham brought us to the first one, who was what theme was he? Was he
What?
Earth?
element.
Oh, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Earth Unicorn.
So we got Earth. We just helped fire. So if the other two are the similar pattern, we need to find water and air, and maybe we can collaterally stop the dragons from doing their nonsense.
We should have asked before the unicorn left.
He left. We didn't get a chance to do anything. I didn't even get to ask him for unicorn hair. I was on my collection. I needed it.
He's gonna keep it in a locket.
You can make it a mustache.
Wear it around my neck.
One.
Oberon
But,
was the one who's told us to look for these unicorns to begin with. Do they even know what they're supposed to be doing about this?
The unicorn?
And when's the last
Yeah.
time you talked to
Yeah.
that dude?
Yeah, can you can Wayne contact?
Oh no,
Wayne
I
could
yeah.
try. No, Wayne doesn't.
Wayne
talk
can't talk
to her.
contact the unicorn, but Ned can sometimes talk to Oberon.
What do I ask? What am I doing?
Well, tell him where we met Windstar and
Check one off the list.
ask him what the heck we're supposed to be doing with him.
Ned's gonna like spit on her handle, kind of shine it up a little bit. Go, Lord Oberon, you there? Hello. Hi. I hope you're not sleeping.
Oh, Ned.
Hey! Oh, I'm so glad you answered. I'm so sorry to disturb you. I really am. But like everybody here, there was this fire unicorn and oh dude, I pulled someone in the water. It was so cool. But so we
That's storytelling ability.
Do we fight the dragons or do we go talk to the unicorns? Cause we don't, or I feel like I'm getting glared at, but I just have a hand.
You can feel his expression.
Ned, I believe when we last spoke. No, we spoke in person. Let me correct that, because I get these weird messages in the middle of the night that wake me up. That I asked you to keep a lookout and perhaps go see for unicorns. Did I not?
Yes. We just saw one.
Excellent.
We helped it.
That's excellent.
We just needed to look at him.
No.
Oh, okay.
I guess the direct method is the best method with you. No, you need to help them because they are in jeopardy.
From dragons?
I do not know what, I just know they're in danger. I placed them there. I have a connection with them, and I know that they are in jeopardy.
Okay. So, do we have to save them more than one time? Or is this one time that we just saved this one good?
Why do I do this to myself? I had such high hopes for you. And yes, save them. Help them. If it's more than once, it's more than once.
Okay.
Help them.
Is there like a time frame on this?
I do not have that information.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right. Thanks. How are you, by the way?
Boy.
I'm having tea and I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Good.
Where's the next unicorn?
Is any
Yeah.
is there one that needs help now?
Thank him for your power.
And yeah, my powers are so cool. Like I said, like I totally used them to like some dude in the lava. It was pretty neat.
Are you enjoying your familiar?
No, he died.
I'm not mad. I'm just
We
disappointed.
can't. Our characters can't hear that.
No.
We can only hear her.
Yeah, yeah.
hear her though,
He
yeah.
died. I have no idea what I'm talking. I named him Desk though. He was really cool for a bit. He died in a tunnel. But so these unicorns. So we saved the fire one.
Okay, you saved Windstar. That's
Yeah,
excellent.
Windstar.
That was pressing. Thank you.
Oh. Is there anyone else that we should really prioritize on this list?
Who
Because
else have you met?
Earth one.
with the Earth one?
Oh, Aaron. Okay.
Yeah. I have one of his hairs still. Will that help me find him?
Aaron?
Yeah.
No.
No.
You have yet to meet Eternia,
Eternia.
a unicorn of the air, and Zara, unicorn of the water.
Zara, water. Got it. I already forgot. I'm glad. Did anyone hear what I just said?
Yeah. I saw Andrew writing it down.
Okay, good. Yeah, those are the other unicorns. Is there one of those we need to go see first? And is it more important than dragons?
Dragon.
Like a whole bunch of dragons.
Ancient.
That was actually who was plotting this whole thing with the Windstar. Red dragon that doesn't burrow.
Do you
Against
do you have a name?
Oh yeah. Well, and what's the name of the? Hold on 1 second. Ned's gonna like put her hand like on her hip to like. Yeah. Musical.
Zindarth,
Zindar.
Lord of Flame.
Lord of Flame.
It's quiet for a long time.
Hello?
Oh my god.
You still there?
This is troubling.
Oh.
I am
trouble.
going to have to call you back.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. He's gonna call me back, you guys. So.
I need to go to the library.
Okay.
I will let you know.
Sorry for disturbing you.
Thank you.
Have a nice time. Enjoy your tea.
Goodbye.
Bye. He hung up, I think.
Your palm goes dim.
You still one can talk to you on your palm? You don't have like palm waiting or anything?
Hey.
Should use a pilot. No, so he said there's 2 more, not zebras, unicorns. Wow. I need some more coffee.
I told you, we're all having a rough day.
Somehow completely in character. today.
Yeah. Zebras. Wait, not zebras. The other thing.
The other cool horse.
Unicorns. The other cool horse.
I'd like to go to the zoo.
Field trip.
I want to pet the pigs. Okay.
Unicorns.
Yes.
Right.
The other 2. He's doing some research in the library after he finishes his tea. And then he's gonna call me back and let me know if the dragons are more important. Like that name of the dragon seemed to like be important for something. So
Why don't we? Well, it's more complicated than that because we got to figure out what to do with Esmeralda. But I was gonna suggest, why don't we start heading back towards the city, park our airship somewhere discreetly, and get.
let's get the sailing ships to follow us. Then we can like drop down onto the sailing ship and get onto the land that way if we need to, and Esmeralda can do her thing if she needs.
See, I don't know what to do. Never mind. I was thinking maybe we should get going and then hope to hear from.
Oh.
Oh,
What
as
if
we're
we
traveling.
took the airship and went with Esmeralda to her army? Make sure that goes okay? Because then at least we would have that resource secured. And we'd have a way of using, an army's not a bad tool to have.
Esmeralda, how long will it take us to get to your army, like where you're supposed to be? Kind of like day-wise.
Across the ocean?
I don't know. I mean,
2 weeks.
Oh.
wait, isn't the army at Briga?
No.
What's it?
It was north of.
What's north of?
There was an army that was
There's no army over by the town.
Ellery.
In
Remember
Ellery?
when we were?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Too much going on.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
We are also lost and confused.
No, I was just remembering like what Severance said. I'm like, oh yeah, Severance did say that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, there's 3,000 troops near the city.
Is that where you need to go
That's
in order to command them?
also a good starting spot.
How many days away are we from that? We were just like
By airship, it took you less than 1 day.
less than a day.
It took
Okay.
you about 8 hours.
Okay.
Via
Yeah,
airship.
that's doable. Buick's body won't get too gross by then.
I mean, this is still in game time. This is the same day that Buick died, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Approximately.
It's like probably on the cusp of the next.
okay.
It's less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
All right, less than 24 hours.
So it may be a
since
new
he
day by the time we get back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
it
keep
will
it in my head because,
Yeah.
bringing him back to life is still on my to-do list.
We could, is Windstar totally out of here? Can we talk to Windstar again?
No, Winstar just doing his thing, checking out his places.
Bang on the pink stone.
How do we even get out of this place? Are there doors?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in like a little cavern near the
We're gonna
volcano.
be in a room
Yeah,
in the volcano.
there is a concave door that leads out. It's kind of these shimmery brass doors, but they're closed currently. But that seems to be the only exit.
And there are dwarf-like things.
Yeah, the Azers.
The Aces
Fire dwarf.
here working on stuff.
Yeah. If you wish to get Windstar, you might want to head down.
Ask Wayne.
Yeah. Bring back here.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's get. Hey, Wayne. Can you bring Windstar back, or can we go talk to Windstar?
I will try.
And maybe he knows where the other
Let him know
unicorns are.
Oberon sent us.
Okay.
Because he did, kind of.
So Wayne sits down,
Roundabout.
cross-legged, and she puts her hands in her lap and closes her eyes, bows her head a little bit, and you see that the riffles of mohawk, the multicolored mohawk that were on her head that was, part of the mask, kind of riffle, and there is Windstar back in the sanctum with you.
Oh.
Looks around, and his cuts have healed over. He has got this polished sheen to him, and he looks like he's ready to go. And he looks at you and telepathically speaking, "Hey, what's up?"
Windstar, my main man. We need advice. Ned, do you want to take this since you were...
Yeah, you're like your boss is his boss, right?
Maybe Oberon. Like Oberon gave me this. Isn't that cool?
And Windstar's head just kind of goes like this, goes over and licks the palm.
Whoa! I
should change my hair.
spit on my hand. That's so cool. I just got off the talkie with him, and he's concerned about this whole red dragon thing, and he's gonna look into it and get back to me on it. But he said that all of the unicorns are in danger, and so, I just want to let you know we got your back, totally. But also,
That's a start.
actually, quick aside, do you know how to bring back dead people? Ned looks at just smiles awkwardly.
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Do you have a gem of 500 gold piece value that I could buy off you?
Wait, what did you need?
Gem?
Is that what you needed?
I think it's-
Not many gems in a
1,000 gold
volcano.
pieces worth of
Ideally,
precious
coin and
oils
magma.
unguents.
Precious oil and onions? You got oil?
We're in a volcano.
Get bad
I
place to
have
keep them.
rocks,
And liquid rocks.
Next.
liquid metal.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry. I'm a little hope.
If you want liquid gold, I can help you with liquid gold, but I
Cool.
can't do gems or oil.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. That's fair. But anyhow, so what are we doing? What are we asking?
Can we figure out if he knows where the ale or the air or the
Ale is.
the ale
Where is
unicorn?
the
That's
ale
where we need to go.
unicorn? The one that pours beer from its horn.
Where's the air unicorn? Do you know where the other unicorns are?
Air or water?
Eternia, Zara,
I do.
Aaron.
Have you heard?
We've all been linked. Our progenitor is Oberon, and he has created us simultaneously, so we all have an interesting kinship.
Are any of them behaving oddly?
Define oddly.
Not like normal or in danger or stressed? Any anxiety or?
We've all been under more duress than usual. I've felt my sisters, Eternia and Zara. I've felt their stress at night the past few months. They are getting tired
Of what?
of keeping together their realms or protecting their ward.
Are you?
Not now.
So your burden has been lifted by our assistance then.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
That's
Each
good.
of us has been assigned to protect a weak point in the material plane.
Is Aaron okay then? Because we ran to Aaron long ago.
As far as I know, Aaron is doing well.
Okay, that's nice.
go.
Maybe but his being
50%.
he was protecting the gym. So we saved him already.
All right.
What's the difference between Eternity and Zara? Who's who?
Eternia is
Or Eternia?
she is air,
She's the air one.
and of all the clouds and tumultuous formations of wind and the whimsical nature that comes along with the wind. And Zara is my sister of the water, and its magnificent depths and mysteries below.
Should I see unicorn?
She is indeed.
Is she a fish?
She's probably a giant sea.
When she needs to move very quickly, she develops a tail.
That's so cool.
All right.
Okay.
What are you guys what are you keeping safe? What is your function?
Well, you've got this gemstone-y thing.
Yeah,
Was that here before you were here?
It was.
Oh, okay.
So you're
I'm
sent
not
to,
the first of this this duty. I will not be the last.
So you protect the elemental planes from entering the material plane.
We do.
And we've got to stop that.
And they're trying
Break.
to break.
But from what Esmeralda said, this was just a distraction. Probably,
That's probably a lie.
That might not be what the dragons actually intend. Interesting.
What the dragons are.
Dragons could have lied to us.
Is there a way for you to contact your sisters? Or is it
My
only this
brother.
connection?
There was my sister.
they're all female?
Well, Aaron is male. Aaron is
He's
my brother.
fine. He's fine. He's fine.
I can try. I don't know if it will work.
Well,
Can you get us locations so we can go to them?
Absolutely.
can you also let them know that we're gonna try to come and help them if they need help? Or
I will
if they
try.
don't, we're gonna check in.
No promises, babe.
Okay.
Is there ever
Call me Dave. And he's lick my hand.
a point where you unicorns can leave your
It's like,
places?
best day ever.
No. I am bound here. This is my duty.
So the best we can do by helping the unicorns is A, save unicorns, which is awesome,
Yeah.
and B, keeping whatever they're guarding from becoming an asset to the dragons.
Yep.
So
Right.
the unicorns won't be directly able to help us against the dragons. Should it come down to that.
But they will keep protecting these areas
Stopping the dragons from becoming more powerful.
or destabilizing the entire plane that we're on here.
A fire dragon, I assume, let me know if I'm right, dragon experts, that has access to a fire elemental plane might be something that,
It's more
that
powerful
nobody
than magic.
here can stop. You know?
Oh, interesting.
All that fire under its control. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
What's the cruel one?
Oh, the Afriti, Panouche.
Okay.
So the four of you are protecting the planes of earth, fire, wind, and water. Do you know a place where the shadow fell? The plane of shadow is weakest?
I've heard of weaknesses, but it's really outside my purview, if you get it.
Is there a goth unicorn?
Is there a unicorn?
You know, I had a brother, we don't talk about him much.
Nice.
He was the black beauty of the family.
Dude, nice.
Okay. Oh, can I have one of your hairs? I got a collection. Oh no.
Don't touch me.
Persuade.
Down.
Persuade.
You just put this
Ned's just gonna take this spit and like slap. She's got this copper mug in her inventory. She's gonna like scrape the
I'm gonna
spit
try and
off
save the
the
unicorn
mug.
spit.
Yeah.
with the
yeah.
hair.
Alright.
It's a unicorn collection.
Hair. I've got a collection. It's fine.
He has no hair.
Oh, that's right.
That's
He's,
right. He's fire.
What about his
Yeah, he doesn't have.
What
Yeah, he's
about
all
his-
fire and
You have
metal.
a shaving?
No!
Oh, okay,
I
it's
was gonna
fine.
say, what about his tail hairs?
Remember,
He's fire there
The
too.
blades? My tail blades?
his boss is your boss. You're probably like slightly higher up.
Unicorn
on the
Garrett
I
Wire.
don't want to rank. That's rude. But all right, okay. I don't want to take
My
up too much of
hairs.
your
My
time.
hairs that I don't
So,
have. You want those hairs?
Where is is either one of them stand out as any more irritated or upset than the other?
Nope.
Both seem.
No, they're both.
Are we closer to one of them than the
You are closer to Eternia.
good, because I can
Nice
breathe air, but I
question.
can't breathe water.
Actually, I can help that.
Oh,
I've
cool.
got a water breathing spell.
That's
You do?
awesome.
Do the water one.
Sweet. I usually just transform into animals when I need to
Can you
breathe
give
water.
us the
These are just
location
drowned.
so that we
You have
can
an airship.
make sure that.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
Uh,
mark it on a map maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got a horn, but, you know. Eternia is to the west, near the Kingdom of Vetus.
Kingdom of Beasts.
Just over the border.
Oh, I'm thinking Thurkir's gonna like that town. Eat us? Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
So
It's too bad.
getting to her realm is tricky.
Does she also have someone like Wayne?
I don't know.
Okay.
Wayne happened upon me, and I took a shine to her.
New plan. We fly over to Esmeralda's army, drop off Wayne and Esmeralda. Let Wayne take over the army and deal with the city.
Under Esmeralda's. Ooh.
Now
I
we
like
go
that.
off and take care of
Is that
Unicorn.
gonna be enough? Is just
Yeah.
Wayne gonna be enough?
Wayne's pretty capable, right?
Wayne.
Wayne and the Nine Blades.
Esmeralda's only in partial control, right?
Yeah,
No.
she's,
No, she's like the general of the army. She is like
There's already
the
a term.
leader.
We asked that directly. She's in charge. She overthrew her father probably at some point.
And Zindar is gonna totally just let that happen.
Probably not,
But we might be able to deceive
Zindar's
the
gonna
dragon.
retaliate no matter what she does.
Yeah.
So she might as well do something useful.
Wait a
She's
minute.
burnt.
But if Zindar comes after her, maybe Zindar comes alone.
Bait.
well, I just think, we've got there's a bigger threat, and there's a very capable warlock that can, and an army.
I agree. And we've been charged by Oberon to help these unicorns, these guardians.
I mean, if Wayne and Esmeralda maybe decide to work together in any capacity, maybe they can overthrow the evil
You
prince.
see Wayne and Esmeralda look at each other, just kind of go. They cross their arms.
Wayne would be in charge.
I can only imagine though, if we're sending these two off by themselves, we're just kind of sending them to their deaths if Zindar gets involved at all. You know?
Well, if they manage to take the castle, they'll have a giant disintegration laser.
That's right.
Giant disintegration laser.
That would be the plan.
There you go.
They had trouble hitting
what do you
us, and we're much slower than
If we're sending Esmeralda back to her army, I'm going with her.
Okay. That's interesting.
I don't think we have much choice but to send her back with her army.
Well, we could have gone with.
If she
we,
comes
the
with
Odd-Lot
us-
could go with her to
Is
the
I'll
army.
take the castle at least.
Is that something? I mean, the Oddlot's mission.
Doesn't sound like either of the other unicorns are currently dying. So we got that. But it sounds like they're struggling with something. So we can't tarry too long.
Let's get divine favor.
Divine favor.
Whatever, you talk to your god, a god.
Oh, like
Oh,
talk to
I-
gods
that's
for
a
yes
third
or no?
thing.
I have that spell where I can talk to a god, but it's like one question.
And it's a yes or no question, right? Kind
It's
of.
not a yes or no question, but it's one question. They have to answer honestly, but they can answer cryptically. So it's not always. Some gods are easier to talk to than others.
Like
The Raven Queen, for instance,
Yes.
was incredibly opaque in her answer to our question.
So from that moment, I'm like, yep, she was.
She was, and,
What
and
about,
that's,
what
you know,
about your god?
what?
What about your god? Would your god be more helpful to you?
In the past, he has been, yes.
Would he know anything or care about this situation, though?
Well, he's kind of
He's kicked out of this
Banned
town, so he
there.
might be biased, too.
He's what?
he's banned in
Yeah.
Cliftonal.
Yeah,
But no.
he might be interested in that. Which makes sense.
Oh, that's the gnomish god. My personal god is actually a nature, the god of wild nature.
That makes sense.
Is Zook my god?
Zook?
Can you talk to my creator with that spell? I'm sorry to derail this. I'm just
Now we're getting existential.
We'll have to research that.
Did he become a deity before he retired?
He's become a mystery because it's
He
been
did
forever.
create me, and that's about the end of what I know.
And he's created other life too.
That's right, my brothers. Does that put you in deity status?
I mean, I've
Does
probably
anybody-
created life too, but
He's
I
got
don't
magic
like God.
abilities.
Does anyone worship him?
Do you worship him?
We kind of do.
We work
Because
in
we had this
servitude to
debate
him.
on whether or not we could contact
mean,
Meehan.
When I found Tuzard, he was in a dilapidated building doing exactly, I think, what Zook told him to do. I don't know how long before.
Because he told me.
Because he told. That's pretty obedient, which sounds like. I don't know.
Okay. Let's
Anyhow.
let's table that for now. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Maybe we can try that at some point in the
Yeah.
future. too. It's
Not necessary right now. I'm
possible,
sorry.
I
just
suppose.
That was an interesting thought.
just couldn't let that go.
Okay, so what would we ask his god, or a god even? What would we ask?
When you talk to him, do you get dialogue connection?
I think
When I talk to a god, I'm my
What is the most pressing thing that we should do of our choices? I guess that would be.
I mean, who do you want to try and contact? I can hypothetically contact any god. I also don't know if I have
I feel like they're going to be
spell
biased. You contact the
prepared.
nature guy, he's going to say
Is that
unicorns
why-
because it's the
is that
natures
all
in
the time?
imbalance.
Yeah, right.
there's also
If you contact the law god or something, he's
We-
going to probably want to go after the city, something
Is
like
that
that.
all the time
Oberon's gonna
prepared
get back to
spells?
us. We could
Yeah,
start
yeah.
heading out towards Esmeralda's army, which seems
Yeah.
like a thing we want to do anyway.
We'd have to drop them all. Yeah, let's just
Okay.
go. Yeah, let's go. Let's nap. Let's think on this as we head towards Esmeralda's army, and then when we get there, we'll figure out who stays and who goes and what.
Oh, good. That is one we always prepare.
How are we getting up to the ship, and where is it?
Our ship
have a
is
rope
parked
there.
up stop.
Yeah, it's just
We just
floating.
hop out the
Winston
doors.
Institute, yeah, I'll get you there, it's fine.
Oh,
Let's
sweet.
see.
Because I was gonna say, like, could I do a BS spell and just get us up there?
Actually,
Unibran.
Winstar, while you're here, I have an item that I would like you to look at and tell me if you have any idea what the heck it is. I'm gonna pull out that weird eye that looks back at
It
you.
looks at you.
Looks at Ned or
It looks at Ned.
Yeah, this is, and I'm like rotating it, so like,
it's just still, it's always just
I
keeping
know,
an
like,
eye on
It
you.
just keeps. Oh.
Roll around, get
It's
Yeah,
like those
like-
weird
like
paintings where the
seeing-
eyes
do like a
roll.
selfie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any idea what this is?
Winston goes over and gives it a sniff.
Like Nolo.
Kind of blows up some flames on it. Kind of singes your hand, and you see the eye doesn't waver. Just looks at it for a moment.
Come on the floor
You're cursed.
somewhere.
I don't think you should have that.
Why not? It's mine. I found it.
You should probably destroy that.
What?
Well, it's evil.
Oh, it's an evil eye.
I have one of those. An evil eye. I mean,
Oh, from those ladies?
yeah.
Yeah, the lady's eye. He's got that lady's
You're the
eye.
hag eye.
Yeah.
Ladies? Oh, the hags, ladies?
Your really loose definition of ladies.
Ned.
Calling
I'm just
lady.
speaking Ned speak. It's about communication. Not
those evil
All
ladies.
right.
I don't know its history, but I know it's evil.
It's not like the Eye of Vecna or something, is it?
Is it valuable?
I don't know what it is.
Not if she hasn't felt a compulsion to rip her own
But
eye out
it's-
and put it into her
You should
face.
probably destroy
I'm
it.
gonna put it down on the ground and be like, go for it. Just do a little stompy thing.
Let's see. Smashing evil things. That's never bit us in the
No,
ass.
that's never been a problem.
What if you blasted it?
Lava?
How many times have we smashed an evil thing and nothing's
I
gone
don't know how
wrong?
to use this. I don't.
I would prefer you
gone.
throw it in the magma. I
Throw
mean,
in the, okay.
Mag was pretty good at
Mag
destroying
was good?
stuff. Mag was good.
Okay, I'll pick it back up off the floor.
Cast it into the file. Destroy it.
okay. Are
Actually,
you going
I
to?
feel like the viewers at home are really missing out not seeing all the hand motions that Ned made.
I talk with my hands so much.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe I'll bring a mask and just start being a weirdo.
You could be Wayne.
Yeah, all right, like
Be a ninja.
a horse mask.
I've got
Um,
one. Well, no, from Midsummer. I'm not
okay.
just.
That was a donkey mask from Midsummer.
Different type of DM as a furry.
Oh boy. Everyone just got points deducted. You all got points
You're all level
deducted.
9 now.
You all need to go stand in the corner and
hey,
think
there's-
about what you've done.
Hey, there's the dragon. Oh.
You all just lost followers. And,
I don't know. I trust Windstar. I think the eye creeps me out.
Are you going to go through it?
Can I have a Noel sniff it?
Second opinion.
Oh boy.
You,
Yeah. That's evil.
It's like instant evil. He makes a face.
Yeah. Oh.
Good question.
Well, it's evil then.
Yeah. I'll like
should get
chuck
rid
it
of
into the lava before we leave the boat.
Anything
Yeah.
else we need to ask?
Well, since Ned has a weird thing that she showed the unicorn, I'm gonna pull out that little yellow-green coal shard.
Oh, that cold rock?
Oh, the cold rock.
Any idea what this thing is?
the shard of the elemental plane of ice.
Cool.
Whoa.
It's
Does,
always cold.
does it do anything other than just be cold?
Put it in a drink, you drink cold.
Useful?
It's the everlasting ice cube, my friend.
We have spent time in a desert. That's probably super useful.
Yeah.
Combine it with your mug.
Chilled inspiration.
Ice cold inspiration.
Stay frosty.
You-
We may not get a lot done this session, but boy, has it been fun and
Post
stupid.
and mug it.
Muggy.
Mug it.
Inspired to chill.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
What's the plan?
Get on the ship.
Let's go.
Start flying.
Head,
Fly
head
towards
towards.
Esmeralda's army.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It gives us 1 day to figure it out.
Before
I mean,
the
because
day
the
ends,
idea of her army going off and
Before the day
I want to
ends.
cast Nostal's magical aura on myself to make myself look non-magical in any way.
Go into a pure knowledge. How long does that last?
24 hours.
Oh.
If I do it every day for 30 days,
Is this off camera?
if I do it every day for 30 days, then it becomes permanent.
Sweet.
We can no longer be detected by
I
magic.
just mark that off of my spell.
one down.
Time to kill off Tuzard.
And
Too
that's
powerful.
and that's how Tuazard died.
Suddenly a strong wind knocks you from the boat into the
Zindar's flying in the air and coming after the airship. Whoa, no!
He just swooped in and he just swallowed Tuazard whole. I mean,
I'm sorry with your incredible perceptions.
with all of our perceptions, none of you saw that somehow.
as a legendary action, you all failed this check.
It's a legendary.
You just gave him ideas!
He's like, I can do that?
Oh, inspiration.
Dragons
At least-
can do
at
that.
least-
Oh, yeah.
At least
That's
one
good.
from
Oh,
all of
I'm
those.
gonna remember that one. That
Oh, no.
Great.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've already seen legendary reactions of it. He chooses to succeed. Okay.
Why can't it go the
Okay.
other way?
Anywho,
As you all gather around Windstar, Esmeralda and Wayne standing side by side, and all of you kind of form a circle. It's like, you guys ready for the trip? Too bad. All right, let's go. And you see this the ring of fire emerge around all of you. You get launched up in this kind of.
like he just magic eated us?
Yeah, he teleports you.
Oh, teleport. All right.
So it's just like,
He eated us through physical
This is fun. I
objects.
agree.
And you materialize back on the deck of the good ship LeSabre. And there you are. He's like, okay.
We all
So looks
agree
around and
we
goes,
call
this
the
is a
ship
bit out of my
LeSabre.
element, so I'm going to go back. You good?
It's Windstar. You should forward it back to the volcano.
Okay.
Pleasure meeting you.
So, yeah, just
Thanks for
a fact-
everything, Windstar.
Yeah, man, he jumps over the edge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the eyeball after him.
Make
No.
make a wisdom check.
Oh,
Make a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save. Ooh.
Just
throw
Tell
it?
you not
With
to
a
do it.
nose, with a nose plus
Interesting.
4.
Nope,
That's a 16 minus 1. 15.
you don't throw it. You are compelled, and you seem to hold on to it, and you won't let it go.
Ned,
Oh.
throw it.
Hey, Ned, remember that time we said we were destroying that eyeball?
I tried.
Hey, Ned, can you put that in my bag of holding?
Can I? I'm gonna stick my arm in.
Nope.
Nope.
Can I take it from her?
Why?
You can try.
Let me see that thing, Ned. Come on.
Make a strength check.
You have little fingers.
Uh,
Should I make one against him? Or
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
16.
She has an iron grip on that. You cannot fire a hand open.
Ned is like really scared looking. I've never not wanted a thing so much.
Can you put it in your bag?
Can I put it in my pocket?
How about Anolo tries, or Thurkir?
Thurkir.
Try.
Guys, I'm just gonna say as an
Make
aside,
those
you're trying to
fingers.
take the precious from a halfling. It's just not good.
My precious.
Can you
Oh, boy.
just stab it?
My hand?
The eye.
The eye.
I'm guessing not.
We don't. Bad things
That's a
happen
bad
to
idea.
Mordo when you break magic bad things. We don't do that here
You suddenly
anymore.
feel your palm burning.
It hurts now. Guys!
As you feel the scar or the tattoo of Oberon start to burn, and it is you don't know, can't see exactly what's happening, but you feel like this kind of oozing liquid kind of melting into your hand.
Can I try to grab it out with my other hand?
Try.
Okay. Do I need to roll
Yep.
for that? Well, you said try maybe. Oh man! That's an 8.
No, you feel it turning into it like it's becoming more of a hard
Wait.
substance, but you feel your palm burning.
I should try to. Oh, he's got to see it first.
Telekinesis.
What?
Okay.
I'm
What
gonna
are you
cast
telekinesis
telekinesis on that object.
On the eye.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Okay.
Interesting.
While
So,
he's doing that, when she was trying to switch, I'm going to try to make a sleight of hand to grab it.
Switch what?
Well, I tried to.
She was trying to switch from one hand to the other.
She's trying to open her hand. Her hand will
I
open.
can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't open my own hand.
They're here to eat your hand.
That
so
is an option.
Let's table that, big guy.
you are carrying this object, right? So you have to roll a strength
It'll
check
roll back.
against me and my spellcasting ability.
16.
Okay. So actually, wait.
Sure, so.
Do I have to roll for that then?
What's your D?
What is
your
it?
No, you
What's
should
the
just have a
spell
spell DC.
Oh, my DC is 17.
Oh, so I failed.
So you lift her up, her hand, and she's still holding onto it, but you have Ned telekinesis.
Huh.
Wow.
Not exactly what we were shooting for.
And the thing is like
Wait.
melting into her.
You're kind of hurt. Are you hurt?
It's not. No, I don't think so. I mean, like I am a little,
Target
but
it
like
with banishment.
You can't.
It was an eye of a creature.
You're gonna target her.
it's melding into me now. Like it's
Okay.
the lines are
Okay.
blurred. So,
So I don't think I can do
magically-
that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously this is a magical object, but if the object is worn or carried by a creature, you must make an ability check with your spellcasting ability, yada yada yada. If you succeed, you pull the object away from that creature.
Ooh, that is
That's
telekinesis.
like melded. Or
But it is a magic object, so this is your call.
It's
Is it no longer leaving my?
make a strength check.
Oops. Oh God.
This could
Okay.
get really.
Well, fell right off the table.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
6.
You fail.
Okay, what do I fail at?
You feel your. Okay.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be failing or succeeding.
I know.
I just got-
This is good.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay.
I just wanted to get rid of this. No.
You feel your hand give way as this thing gets ripped out from your palm.
Whoa. Okay, so that was good.
And you see this bloody eyeball just circling around the area which you have control over. And it's got this kind of weird root-like structure that's been pulled from your her arm. Ned, you are going to take 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Some weird eye thing.
I think he rolled higher than he thought he was going to.
That has a lot of
Yeah,
hands.
was that? Yeah.
Okay.
That has lots
I
of
have.
points.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay, so before I do anything with this, do we want it gone?
Yes.
Or do we
Yes.
want it
Yep.
contained?
Gone
Mo-
by.
No,
Melt
we,
it.
we, we,
Melt
we
that.
wanted to
No,
destroy
Now
it.
you can banish it if you want.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait,
Just throw it.
I can just eat it.
It's
It'll. No, I want to make sure it gets to the lava. I don't know
Banish
what
it.
it might be.
what if you fail your throw? What if you throwing it somehow hurts you? Like
It shouldn't, because I mean, it's not touching me, and I can tell it to go 30 feet in one direction. So I can tell it basically to go.
oh,
in the
that's a
magnet.
very good throw, I guess.
Does anybody have like fire that's hot enough to
Our demon
wipe
is
it out?
coming. Just wanted to update you all.
Just
He's coming.
just drop it already.
Should I just hit it with my cone of cold?
Do what you want. Do what you want.
Yeet. Off the
Yeet
side of the
roll
boat,
up.
straight into the magma. Hopefully.
How far of a range?
Yeah, it
is
didn't
that?
happen.
Says
Let's see
no.
what happens.
He says no.
Make make a range attack.
Ranged?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you roll
Then
bad,
it's on.
mug it.
Who's on the edge? Who's on the edge? Reroll.
You have to
That was an
re-roll,
edge case.
yeah.
Re-roll that, man.
Even worse. Okay.
There's a 20
So-
there for a second.
You have an inspiration.
And a mug.
You have an inspiration and a mug.
Or does he have one?
If this is a range attack with my
Yeah.
spell, do I get my proficiency bonuses, etc.?
Just make a range attack.
Okay.
A range attack, so yeah, that would be proficiency.
Okay, so yeah. Do you mind if I use the inspiration?
Yeah, use the inspiration.
Go for it.
All right, come on.
Don't fail me now.
2 points better.
Plus your regular attack stuff. Ranged attack. So
What's
it's
your
gotta at least be
dexterity?
plus your proficiency.
Yeah, it's just +1, so I mean.
No,
I
plus
really-
your proficiency. If you're making
Yeah.
an attack.
So it should be like plus
I
5
would
probably.
think.
So
At
yeah,
least plus
15.
5.
15?
50.
50. What'd you say?
15.
15. Okay.
50 would be
I was
like,
gonna say,
yeah,
if it was
I'm
50,
stressing
like,
out
what
about
the
a
hell's
50
your-
would be like, oh,
your
no, it's
modifier?
wrong.
I'm like, did you roll percentile? What are you
Yeah, I rolled a percentile to hit.
So you see the eyeball is careening off and disappear into the smoke below you, into the crater of the volcano.
They're prone now.
Their problem.
If it dies off
Perception
camera.
check to make sure it made it to the lava.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, we all are. I'm pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I'm
a little
concerned.
preoccupied.
Perception.
I'm very good at this.
Wow, I actually did okay.
No.
I just can't.
Oh man.
Percept.
23.
Wow.
24.
Ooh. Dang.
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Yeah, he would
have 19.
radar too, so I guess.
14 plus 9.
Okay.
Oh, plus 9.
Great.
Yeah.
So between the group of you guys hawking this thing, based upon its trajectory and where it landed in the sort of crater, and the sort of little ripple of a pinhole that it makes through the smoke, you can tell that it is going to hit the magma below.
Okay.
If it stays on its current trajectory. Huh?
Good job, Tyrael.
No
You
problem.
understand
It's
that
already
part
lit.
of the leaf
Mm-hmm.
has been disintegrated.
Ooh, wrecked.
Do you still have your warlock abilities?
I do a green flame blade on my sword.
It lights, but it's not green. It's purple.
Cool. I think
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Knowledge
It's already left
Arcana.
babies inside our hand.
Knowledge Arcana to see
Alpha,
what.
did you ever
went
get
on
that
there.
restoration stuff?
What's that?
Did you ever get that restoration
Knowledge
stuff?
Arcana?
I
Yeah,
need
you can make it.
I need
Well,
diamond
Oh,
dust to
I'll
do
help.
my greater to do the restoration.
Assist. $30-20.
Nice.
Okay. It seems based upon just the nature of the wound, the behavior of the eye, and just kind of what's left of it, that the entity was trying to corrupt Ned's powers, and it probably succeeded to a certain degree. But since you have successfully removed it, it's probably just a vestige of what was going to be something terrible.
So, might get better?
Yeah, it could potentially get better.
Have a Nolo sniff net.
Smell my hand.
Why would I do that?
Because the
Yeah,
eyeball.
yeah, sniff. Definitely. It's okay. It's okay.
He goes over and he sniffs Ned and smells like Ned.
Is that a good smell? What do I smell like?
Oh, no, you gotta come up with something.
I could tell you, but
Oh,
He's like, Nola just kind of just walks away. He's like,
You smell like somebody's
it's
carrying around
fine.
too much stuff in your pockets.
A lot of sulfur right
A
now.
lot of beef jerky smell because I've got like random bits of old food stuck in there and stuff.
Cure wounds on your arm.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Does the is there like now a scar across my
Yeah.
thing, or does it
So-
heal up? Like how does it heal?
Well, the tattoo of Oberon starts to come back slowly. You see a kind of faint glimmer, but you now have this kind of scar that's shredded your hand.
That's kind of cool. I got a scar. How many hit points did I get? I mean, we're gonna
9.
long rest, but not.
9.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I just didn't want you walking around that hurt.
Yeah, bleeding, dripping blood on our ship.
Right.
That's not tiny.
Yeah, who knows what's needed?
Alright. Well, that was interesting.
Okay,
Anything else gonna go terribly wrong on our journey here?
I don't know. Let's all just go to bed now.
do you want to start back? Can we
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else we need to do?
towards the
Does
army?
Esmeralda need to signal her ships below, or?
That would be useful.
Swing by there.
Swing by.
Okay. As you fire up the airship,
Do we bring that other dude with us?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he's in
everyone
bad
got
shape.
teleported out.
oh, Alphonse.
The
Lesser Andrew.
Lesser Andrew.
Yeah. Your prisoner of war. Did you? Do you want to? You want to?
yeah, I don't think we should
Yeah,
leave him in the
Yeah, I think
Emperor's
so. I think
care.
we should take him with
Thanks.
us.
You want to
Yeah.
live
Yeah,
the rest
so
of your days in
he's
this
there.
volcano.
Yes, so you're trapped in this volcano with these fire dwarfs.
Yeah.
Forever at the mercy of
And
their
Gimble's like, all right, okay, good to see everybody. Glad you made it out alive. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna go down to the ships, and then where we're heading?
Back towards Cliffnall,
Back to
kinda,
Cliffnall.
basically. Yeah,
In the direction of Cliffnall.
to the border.
Ish, I like ish. Ish is good. Okay, we'll do it. And he goes back down, and he's like, you hear him from below deck. Okay, boys, let's fire up. So the engines,
He's a determined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they start to the ship starts to move. So you raise the anchor, and so the sort of you don't see an anchor, but you feel the ship go and kind of lurch to the right a little bit as something you hear like this kind of invisible ratcheting,
Oh, cool.
and the ship kind of just glides over the crater and then lurches forward. Make a piloting check if you would.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Pilot.
may Sylvanas guide you.
Boy.
And how well does she?
It's a D4.
Okay.
I mean, we got a lot of room up here.
Should and go up?
I don't know if that's just
Is guidance
damage
a level
dealing.
once? it a
Guidance
cantrip?
is a cantrip.
If it's a cantrip, it may go up.
Let me check real
Especially
quick.
at 11.
It might go up to a D6.
I will look it up right now.
What,
But he
what
did
were we
roll
doing
4,
this?
like a
That's pretty good
survival.
on D4.
Yeah, survival or athletics.
I'm
whatever.
checking.
So both are abysmal, but 9.
Okay.
No, guidance isn't one of the cantrips
Yeah.
that increases. It's just
So,
a D4.
So do we hit the volcano or not? I got the question.
I'm assuming I have a decent amount of room.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of room. But as you're kind of you've had a long day, you're kind of tired, you're still feeling the effects of just being around and learning all this other stuff. You kind of just kind of slam it into the kind of the volcano a little bit, kind of scrape the edge and this grinding sound across this the base of it, and you're like, oh, it's okay, but you get clear, and it's and you kind of you swoop down a little bit.
Tyrion, they picked a fine time to hit something.
Alvin gives you a really sarcastic thumbs up.
Hey, I'm resistant to burns.
Well played.
Nice.
As you go down, Esmeralda signals to her crew. She does a few hand signals, and you see some people down there look up and they start scurrying around and move.
For all they know, she was triumphant too. Like they don't know. Potentially.
Okay, so am I staying here? Are you putting me on the ship?
We're going to.
Sheep.
We're flying you
You are
on the
flying me?
sheep
Okay.
to your army.
Your Spanish is getting better.
Hey,
Speaking English with a little bit of an accent when you're Spanish. I can't take. That's so funny.
Is it really different?
Tremendously stupidly funny.
Is it really different from going to turn French?
Is turn French a new paladin ability? It's just like
yeah, you just have to show the German flag. Yeah,
What are we doing?
what was the question?
What are we doing?
what are we doing?
Oh, what?
Am I staying? Am I
We're
going?
taking you. We're gonna escort you,
Oh, that's right. Okay.
and then some of us may stay there.
Okay, so you guys, the ship flies around the side of the mountain, the volcano, and goes back towards the mainland. As you're flying over the water, because the volcano is an island, the land starts to speed away, but the sun is setting behind you. The sun sets, I mean, by the time you take a long rest, you'll be at your destination overnight.
Cool. We
Excellent.
definitely sleep.
All right.
Excuse
Right?
me while I get
Doing
my
the
slots
I just
long
get
rest
next to
now.
Esmeralda and watch the sunset with her. Not putting my arm around her, just staying next to her, just trying to be near her.
Okay.
Can one of the gnomes fly the ship while we long rest? Because Tyrael can't overnight.
Oh, I mean, we could probably take turns just standing at the helm. It's not like we're direct. The ship is just
I can do it.
going, right?
I only need 6 hours of motionlessness. Technically.
To
Okay.
do meditate type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, sure, why not? No, I just do nothing.
You just need to stand completely
Stand
still.
by the.
Gimbal comes back up. He goes, "Hey, okay, so we're on the road. Things looking good. Damage not so bad. I mean, even though we kind of a bit of a rough start, but it's okay. We can repair that. It's not a problem."
A buff right now.
All right.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna long rest.
So long rest.
Long rest.
Okay, so as you guys find your cabins and your beds or hammocks or what have you,
We gotta figure out where we're putting Alphonse and Esmeralda.
Well, do we have a break?
We have rooms. We can lock them in separate
there's something to be
spaces.
used as a break, yeah.
You can basically bunk with one of us each.
Well, I'm not putting
There's a
Alphonse.
closet Thurkir no longer uses. Did you clean said closet Thurkir?
I prestidigitated it after he was done.
Oh, okay.
So messed up.
Wow, that's dark.
Friendship that Tuzard and Berkir has. Really disturbing.
Okay, so before we get into stuff, Ander and Esmeralda, let's have a moment on over the bow of the ship. And Esmeralda says to you, I don't know if I can do it without you. I would like you to join me.
I will.
Okay. That makes me happy. In a weird way.
Me too. Yeah, because like me, last time I was in that army, it was not a fun memory. There's a lot of things we got to talk about.
Looking back now, it was not the right way to do things. Since my recent change of heart, I have a lot to consider and work on, and a lot of people to remove. That will not be easy.
Would just I be enough, or are you gonna need more allies?
With you by my side, I think it would be fine. The army still respects me as the general. But some will not go down without a fight. But I can do it. That's fine. No worries.
Well, we'll get it done.
Thank you. Though the dragon scares me.
It's a dragon. Scares me too. I mean, even with the combined might of the Avlat, I'm not sure we'd be able to take it.
I was so blinded by my ambitions. I had no presentiment as to take over or kill the dragon, but I wanted more. And more is not the truth anymore.
Yeah, I mean, when I've been traveling with my friends, I've gained quite a bit, but it's really never been about what we were taking for ourselves, but how we were helping others. We weren't always successful. There's errors. But we weren't trying to take things for ourselves and become more powerful for power's sake. Yeah, sure, we've looked for help. We've looked for power, but it was in the service of trying to do the right thing. You know what they say about absolute power, though. So, at some point, if there's no more dragon in the picture, then maybe there shouldn't be any more army in the picture. Or at least not one marching out amongst the lands. Maybe just an army that stands in the city of man and protects it.
Perhaps that is the new direction that we should take. We shall see. And she puts her hand over yours. And then pulls it back. Looks off at the sun. Alright.
And you guys are on deck? Are they? Am I within distance of them?
Where are you?
I just want if I could see them or not.
Oh,
You can
from
see
Thailand.
them.
Okay, I heard everything.
Well, you lip
Well,
red.
I lip read.
We were at
So you got.
Yeah.
Oh, you-
They had the
They
They had
backstory.
their backs.
Okay.
They're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened.
All right.
No.
Quick question for Ander. Do you have like a jacket or anything like that?
I have my cape, but I'm not putting that on her.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys all start to make your way down to lower decks to find some rest, much needed rest, Wayne pulls that aside. How's your palm?
It's cooler now.
You're not wrong. You know, you handled yourself pretty well down there.
Thanks.
And before Buick died, he told me that should he not make it, that you would be a fitting replacement for him. So here I am, extending an olive branch and asking you to join the Nightblades
In Buick's place.
in Buick's place.
Oh gosh. I guess I mean. Gosh. Wow. Ooh, wow. Wow. She's just gonna like say wow for another like couple minutes and be like, What about Buick? Can we bring him back still? What if we bring him back? Can we still get to be in the Nine Blades? Can we be a Nine Blade together? What if I sit on his shoulders?
If Buick comes back, even if he does come back with his personality, it will not be the same. It is you, or it will be somebody else. It will not be Buick.
I'll do it.
This means you will have to leave your friends.
I know. But Buick was fighting for something really big. And I really want to believe in that. And I can't tell if Buick is gonna come back or not. That's not something. I mean, he's gone, and maybe he's gone forever. But I can't. I can do this for Buick. Let me go and get my robot.
Hold
Oh, hey, yeah?
on. She takes your Oberon hand,
My left
the
hand.
left hand, and she turns it over, and she puts her hand on your forearm and releases it.
Oh.
And there you just see a 9. Welcome to the 9 blades. And it disappears underneath your skin. The only people can see that for other 9 blades.
But I can't see it.
You see it.
Oh, I can see it. Oh! I see yours now? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
she pulls it up and it's just another. It's
Oh, it's 90.
Is it a 6 then?
fine. This way.
Maybe it's magic, no matter which way you do it.
Yeah, yeah. It's always just
It just flips.
Or not.
It's like an iPad.
Yeah, rotate.
Sometimes it lags.
Yeah. Your first assignment is going to be to take Buick's place. Back in Breeder. Not Cliff Knoll, but just outside of it.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
I can do that. Now I'm gonna go get my robot. gotta let him know he's got a pack. Alright, so Ned's gonna go up to Tuzard. You're on the ship, tell him, right?
Yeah, I'm up on the
Piloting
on the
or
deck.
something?
I'm not piloting.
No?
I don't think so.
Not yet?
Am I still up there?
I think you've gone to bed. Okay.
Tuzard! Hey, how's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Oh, good. So we're in the Nine Blades now.
What do you mean?
I joined the Nine Blades just now. Wayne asked me, and I'm gonna be like Buick. I'm gonna
Oh.
follow in all his things. So we're gonna go and be with the Nine Blades.
I'm not gonna. I'm with the odd lot.
Yeah, I know. So am I. But like, they need. I feel like I can. It's important to me. Come on.
Ned, I'm gonna stay on the ship. There's a lot of important
But-
things to do here.
But Ned's like eyes are gonna get like really wide and she's just like teary. But you always come with me.
Yeah, but
You're my robot.
revolution has begun.
Right.
Things have changed a lot since we joined up with them.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen people die. We've grown a lot. You've become magical yourself. You don't need me anymore.
But I like you.
Yeah, I think we're best friends, but I'm really not. I don't really belong to you. I don't really belong to anybody.
I guess I like it that way. That sounds okay. All right.
I mean, it's not like we'll never see each other again.
That's true. I think by being in the Nine Blades and stuff, I can help make sure that all this stuff with Esmeralda can get kind of done. And if there are dragon things, I can help with dragon things. And if you guys ever need me, you'll know where I am too. So it'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Ned's gonna like hug his leg.
Pat her head.
I have to say goodbye to everyone, won't I?
Yeah, they're not gonna like you leaving.
I don't really like me leaving either, but I feel like it's right. 'Cause it seems like it's gonna be really hard to find these things to save Buick, and this is my chance, and I don't have time. Will you try to save Buick for me?
Oh, I'm sure they've got that under control.
Will you make sure?
Okay.
Make sure they try to save. I don't want to do it the Druid way. Make sure Alvin does it if we can.
Okay.
Because I
You
don't want
Alvin
Buick.
to do it.
Yeah, I don't want Buick to come back to where he is right now. He needs to be like a farmer somewhere, playing with sheep and frolicking.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll see. Maybe.
frolicking sheep.
Got it.
Okay, thanks.
Maybe
All
we
right,
can run
I'm
away
gonna go to
from
bed
it.
now.
Okay, so as you feel the airship kind of gliding through the air and cutting through the clouds, the wind rocks the side of the ship in a comforting way. And Alvin Allgood, you have a dream.
Okay.
You see yourself in a dark wood with brambles choking the ground. As you're walking, they're creeping towards you. But there's a light down at the very end, and it's a comforting light. And you make your way towards it. As you get closer, it turns into this greenish white aura. And out from it comes this dazzling white stag. Looks at you, and you feel yourself transported to a new place. As you look around, you turn around, all those brambles change into people, and they're all kneeling towards you. The forest is green and gold. There's a sun above that shines down above you. You're holding a staff of white oak. There is an acorn at the top, and you feel a laurel placed on your head. And then you wake up.
Okay. Oh, looks like it's prophetic dream time again. I want you to know that's literally what Alvin says when he wakes up.
Again. Yes.
Not his first rodeo.
Yeah.
And last but not least, you have a dream.
Oh. Okay.
Oberon appears to you in your dreams,
Okay.
and you see him holding a book. And it says, Ned, Zindartha is going to bring back Tiamat. And that's where we're going to end.
Wow.
Wait. What lore did you just drop on us?
You don't know Tiamat?
You don't know what's in it? We'll tell you once. We'll wrap the stream and then we'll tell you about
Do
it.
you remember Smaug from Hobbit?
Yeah.
It's a puppy. It's a guppy compared to Tiamat.
It's like
So-
a
Dragon
big
gods.
dragon.
Of evil dragons. She's got 5 heads.
Yeah.
And
She's a god of
she's
dragons.
She's a goddess of
God.
the
dragons.
goddess of evil dragons.
Evil dragons, correct.
This is bad news.
It's not
Yeah,
good.
it's bad news bears.
Is this like your great aunt?
Great,
If
great,
you
great,
go
great.
way back. No.
I was gonna say, your lineage
Are we-
being
Holy crap.
a good
really
dragon
wrapping
warrior
it
king is
now?
probably
Oh man.
That's it.
good.
All
We're done
right.
for tonight.
Dude,
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Internet.
Thanks for watching.
streaming.
Bye.
Oh, I can't
Later,
wait.
dudes.